Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, look at this, look. The sun is not out, but the day is dawn. Okay. Here we are, just in the old Nara period in south of Japan's Honshu Island at one another World Heritage Site. An incredible site with one of the oldest temple complexes since the Buddhism was introduced here in Japan. The oldest wooden structures in the world is found here in these 30 odd complexes scattered around here in the city of Nara, or the prefecture of Nara, of Honshu Island, Japan. The birds are singing, the living matter is alive, the autumn fall leaves are coloring, and the seasonal life it had truly shows that nothing remains forever in life. It is important that we constantly remind ourselves to remind that the nature and the life that supports nature and the nature that supports life is maintained at its very fine natural balance. As I walk along this stretch of granite slabs leading from one temple complex to the next, all I can think of almost 400 years of history is embedded in this pure land here in Nara. Just can't wait to go inside and see these incredible wooden structures that last or existed here in its glorious shapes, and they're molded and they're interlocked into place without nails, masonry work, or any of that modern day methods. These are ingenuities that have been carried out by man, by women, by children, with the known knowledge of each other coming together and continuously upgrading the ways of doing and constructing these amazing and most wonderful features of architecture. For me to explain this way is one, for someone to come here and feel the history in front of their eyes is another. So many are unable to really feel the energy from these amazing land simply because there are books written about the place, there are histories written about the place, and that in turn confuses the human mind on a constant basis to be able to reach their own peaceful conclusion. Hence, why I don't explain about history. I explain about what is left on earth in its shape and its foundations that has changed many features here over those 4 centuries from being introduced here way back in the early 16th century. So folk, as I walk along here, all I can say is that all will have to come and see what this place has to offer, and in turn, what you can take back with you. Thank you for visiting, and thank you for journeying through my life travels following the videos. Wow, look at these, how they're maintaining the wall, the mud and clay wall. Morning. Here I am in Nora. What an incredible sight with features of life, features of living matter that has existed here for such a long time. The peace has prevailed in such a way. It is bringing the birds back, even though the life has increased in terms of advances here in the most advanced society on the planet. Yet, the life has been protected in its glorious times, in its ancient times, in the same way. A very little alterations have been done, and that's one of a great emphasis here in this country, that they managed to protect without damaging its history and its incredible advances that is reached for centuries. These architectural marvels are one of the most amazing features that they have to showcase to the world. And it cannot reach the world have to reach it. And as human beings, we have the capacity to do so only if we manage to invest our time and energy in reaching these amazing and incredible places. My description may sound very unusual, but I want to realize the viewer that there are so much like this across the world that is waiting for our visits and for us to engage and be part of history. Wow. In the sleepy town of Nara, though it's one of the most sophisticated and incredibly advanced societies on the planet, they have equally upgraded the life and the standard of living for all. The country is full of disasters right around, from earthquakes to earth tremors to tsunamis to volcanoes to typhoons to torrential rains to all types of natural disasters are on the forefront of this nation, right across the entire island, and it's battered right around the island. Yet the inhabitants of this nation have proved that the life is livable in the most comfortable, most sincere, and the most honest way. And this country can export this information across the world, yet the most corrupt governments and corrupt, egocentric, narcissist attitude of governments around the world has denied this opportunity for their people and their citizens. And what we have is anarchy, what we have is disaster, famine, hunger, homelessness, rapists, pedophiles, unreasonable behavior of humans across the entire world has created because we truly don't regard each other as humans. We regard as a greedy, self-centered individuals who are disregarding their own kind, the very one kind, the human kind.